with the batch having pausing a lot, so I returned that, got my money back, and ordered this, the American one, so I didn't want to wait on the British one coming out. Stacked with special features, one of the best films of last year. It just goes batshit at the end. It's real fun. Here's Capricorn 1. Always loved this film. The faked Mars landing film with O.J. Simpson in it, and James Brolin, and who's the other guy? Elliot Gould. That's right, Elliot Gould. Really fun film, and it's got some really great, some of the best aerial chase scenes that I've seen. Yeah, I just want to check out. It's not heavy on the special features. There's actually a DVD release that has better special features than this, but you know, I wanted it on the Blu-ray, and it looks really nice considering this isn't a big film at all. It looks superb. Here's Carlos the Jackal. Criterion released this, but before they released it I got it from the European release, which doesn't have as many good special features, but it does have a good selection. This is the 3-disc collection that has the original full-length miniseries version, which was released theatrically, and the more broader theatrical release, which has been cut down. I could only recommend the longer version, as it's excellent, and trying to watch the cut-down version was really hard. It just goes... there's no room to breathe, and it just goes from scene to scene too quickly. Definitely the long version here, and it's well worth it for fans of films like Shay. You'd enjoy something like this for sure. Here's Casino. This Blu-ray gets a lot of bad rap about the way it looks, but I was really happy with the transfer. It was really bright and vibrant. No damage really, and I thought it was pretty good. It was definitely an upgrade from the Blue DVD I used to have. There's another one that before I had a region-free player, I didn't bother getting the Criterion of this. I got the European release. It's got the same transfer and a lot of special features, maybe not as much as the Criterion, and not as nice a looking package, but this has both films, and they're really, you know, these are my favourite Steven Soderbergh films. Shay's Part 1 and 2. It actually played here as one movie, and it did a few other places, but you can really only pick it up as Part 1 and 2. I'm not sure if they were edited together or if they just played one after another in the theatrical experience. I didn't get a chance to see it. But yeah, epic. Benicio del Toro is wonderful in it. Children of Man, great futuristic film. From Alfonso Cuarón, great director. A lot of fun with this one. Here's Chinatown. You know, Chinatown's a classic. There's not too much more to say. But this is a solid transfer. You know, probably about as good a transfer you could get without doing a frame-by-frame restoration. I was really happy with the way it looked. A ton of good special features. Nice slipcase. City of God. This is the Region A of this. Region A locked, but you can now get it. You can get it in all different regions. They're all locked to their individual regions. This is just the cheapest way for me to get it, and you know, I have the region-free player, so it's no problem. Looks stunning, really. You know, it has the same special features as the DVD, but it looks so much better, and you know, recommended. There's Collateral. The style this was shot in doesn't really lend itself to high definition and the the way they sort of advertise high definition, but it does keep it true to the theatrical experience. It's a very gritty, grainy film. That sort of grainy digital look that they go for, especially because it's shot at night. I love this film, but what a terrible cover this was. The cover of my DVD looked way better. This is a horrible Photoshop. The greatest fantasy film ever made. Conan the Barbarian. Looks great. Some pretty good special features. The story of Ian Curtis from Joy Division, his life, based on the book that his wife put out. great performances, beautiful black and white photography by Anton Corbijn. We mentioned in the Shelf 2 with his second film, The American. This is his first film. Yeah, it's really good stuff. Here's the Copland. This one has, I think it has both cuts of the film. I'm not sure, but maybe not. I think maybe it just has the director's cut, which is the longer cut, which is the my preferred cut, and looks really good. Some pretty good special features. Nothing too crazy. It says the feature commentary is just with the director, but it's also with Stallone, so I don't know why they missed that out, because it's quite a big selling point. Underrated film, probably Stallone's best performance. Crazy Stupid Love, picked this up cheap, it's a fun film. Gosling and Emma Stone are great. Here's the Dark Knight Trilogy, got this as a gift for Christmas. I loved Batman Begins. I wasn't so fond of the Dark Knight, and waited, wasn't picking them up because I wanted to see if the third one was good. I enjoyed the third film, The Dark Knight Rises, so having the trilogy was going to be worth it, and I got it as a gift, so it all worked out well. Here's Death Proof on Blu-ray, the extended version. I didn't like Grindhouse, I don't like Planet Terror, so I'm quite happy just to have this extended version of Death Proof on Blu-ray. Here's one I haven't actually had a chance to watch yet, but it's the original unrated cut of The Descent. I think this is one of the best horrors of the last decade or so, and I popped it in, it just looks stunning, the reviews were right, it's a really good looking Blu-ray. Okay, here's another one from the Aero Academy that we discussed earlier. Yet again we've got another window. And has 4 different covers. The reversible, the great packages, another good booklet here. I just keep it with this one, I think, that's the one I had, but any of them are fine. Great film from the European director Henry Georges Clouzot. This is probably my favourite film of his, followed closely by Wages of Fear, which we discussed in the first shelf, as I have the Criterion Blu-ray of that. But yeah, older film, I think the source material wasn't the best to work with, but it still looks pretty nice, and there was a lot of good special features. I don't know if you can see how many there are, but it's a lot, and was a good upgrade from my Criterion DVD that I sold. Okay, that's it. We will carry on with the alphabet in the next shelf, and we'll get to that in the next couple of days.